Summer is here, and the summer means paper vintage all over the United States. It's time to practice paradoxical outcome. Okay, welcome back, Vintage Gamers. Saturday afternoon challenge. I have a paper tournament tomorrow in Massachusetts. If anyone's watching this live who wants to play paper vintage full proxy at ELD's Time Vault Games, that is tomorrow. And so we're going to try to practice with a version of Lurrus PO that interests me. This is an Esper version. 2 Tundra 2C and 1 blue-white archive. Lots of silver bullets in this deck. You have the Lantern in the main, Chain of Vapor, Portable Hole, Balance, Dress Down, Yogg Will. So very much lots of utility, but you still have the powerful Volt Key and Paradoxical Outcome. I've opted to go with double Lorien instead of Lorien Sync Split, just because I would like to be able to find my colors a little bit easier. And then, yeah, I think having like a lantern and a bauble is a nice way to up your metalcraft and still have Lurrus loops, which are important. Portable Hole answers mostly Null Rod Oof, but also, Frog and things. And then Balance is pretty good with the metagame leaning heavily towards Mono White Initiative and Lurrus Control. Post board, I need to be able to play lots of swords, which is why I have the 3 blue-white lands. I do find Containment to be Priest to be very strong at the moment as well, and I really like Seal of Cleansing inside of Lurrus decks. A bunch of anti-combo, because we're going with 2 Flusters, no negations in the main. I have a nice negation trap Fluster at board, some anti-artifact, and 1 Needle. With no Lantern in the sideboard, it's in the main now. Should be interesting. I think it definitely is a weaker version of the deck for Dredge, but it is what it is, and I will see you in round 1. The legendary NYSE Open returns to Long Island in New York. This 9th installment will be a 15 proxy, $500 entry fee tournament where the top 8 will return home with 8 pieces of real unlimited power. Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, and all 5 Moxens will be part of this celebration of vintage. At 100 players, there'll be an additional wacky draft with classic booster packs from Ice Age to Onslaught, the NYC Trophy, Karn Altars, $1,000 in giveaways, dealers, and much, much more. Check out the link below for all the details. I hope to see you there. Let's battle. Okay, here we go. Round 1 against John. Powerful Wizard. Might be playing some Lurrus PO. See what happens. One of the biggest problems I have with my Lurrus PO decks is I think they're like better against the field because they have a lot more versatility, but they are certainly worse against like I hesitate to call it even 4-color PO, but the Unlucky Monkey Wizard PO deck is more of a control deck than anything, and it is an abomination for this kind of deck to play against. That's not the right word. It's a nightmare for this deck to play against because it is just a true control deck with incredible card advantage and Pyroblast, but then also combo elements. I personally don't really like playing that deck. I think it's a little bit more control than I would like to be, but it is certainly really powerful in the pseudo mirror versus this kind of deck. So I really don't like this hand either. This hand does a whole lot of blue spells that don't do a whole lot of anything. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Great. Classic Justin Mulligan. 7 card, close to keepable. 6 card, doesn't make any mana. All right. This is definitely my best hand by a lot, so that's nice. No chain. Probably don't have enough cards to play Force. I'm gonna get a black source here. Man, if I get misstepped, I get misstepped. Like, what do you want me to do, man? I couldn't keep my 7 because it wasn't good, and I couldn't keep my 6 because it didn't make mana. I just gotta play the game. Jealous. Look at all those Moxen, baby. Turn one. Oh my god. Turn one PO? Turn one stock up? Turn one time walk? Kill me? I guess I should have kept force. My bad. Maybe, I don't know. I've been not, yeah, we're just dead. Been not feeling it recently with playing Vintage. Been playing a lot of Morrowind. It's been fun. Because I got the Oblivion remaster, and then Nyx wanted to play Oblivion with me, so I don't get to play that every day. What did they get? Ancestral Recall off Thunder Trap Trainer. Yeah. So I've actually downloaded Morrowind, and then I modded the crap out of it, and then I've been playing that instead. Because the TFT patch, I just am not into. Cool. Well, I should have kept a better hand. My bad. I mean, this is PO. Your opponent keeps 4 Moxen, Ancestral, stock up, and we're just dead. Die on the spot. Oh, this is going to be Flame of Anor, draw 2, kill my Soul Ring. Sick. I really like this card, by the way. I think this card's quite good. I just had no chance of ever playing the game, which is very fun. But, I don't know. That's a PO mirror for sure. Whoever's got the Moxen has got it. This is about as close as my matches from yesterday that I didn't record or stream. I played against Dredge, and my Dredge opponent kept 7 cards, 3 Bazaars, Dredger, Icarid, Force Blue card, killed me on turn 2. And then in game 2, I kept Vexing Bauble, Containment Priest, win the game on turn 1. So like, they actually kept 7 in all 3 games that match. So I was I knew the night was not going to go very well. Anyways, this matchup is really bad, and one of the big reasons I don't like playing this kind of deck online right now, this Esper Lurrus, that PO that is like more geared to beating a variety of decks across the field, because it's just a really, really poor matchup into the full control PO that just has all all Thundertrap Trainers, Flames of Anor, no Volkey, 4 Pyroblasts. Just it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Don't really like this or this. Like, basically you end up taking out all of your utility here, because like basically all the utility I have for other matchups across the field is just worse than playing full draw spells, you know. I don't even have enough cards to bring in. Okay. All right, my turn to have Mox PO. I assume. Feels like it should be. What the hell is this? Draw a mana source. I actually think I'm supposed to keep this hand. Just kind of lines up nicely into the matchup. It's not a good hand by any means, right? And I'd much rather not have a Demonic Tutor here, but they don't play like removal for a Saga, so this is going to go to completion no matter what, and I just need to find a single way to resolve this Time Vault. Well, it's not double Force of Will. That is very much a big problem, is that your negation does not protect your combo, but it does stop them from doing some powerful things on their turn. If it was double Force of Will, I feel a lot better about this hand, actually. They took a PO. Just need to find a Mox here, or a land, or, you know, the white 2-drop. Sure. I guess if I don't find any mana, I can always just get Moxes and stuff, but I don't know. Put Lurrus in hand. For some reason I Feel bad about this situation. I mean, they clearly kept a slow hand in their deck. Oh my god. Their deck doesn't always have a lot of fast hands. What am I supposed to do, man? I did cut an island, so maybe it's my fault. Should I just go like Black Lotus and cast stock up? It's like yeah, it's not just a land, like a land or a Soul Ring or a Mana Vault or a Mox. That's not an Opal. Like there's a lot of things there. Lorien revealed a probe. They have double force. I'm so dead, but what am I gonna do? I just have to cast this spell. Oh, what a nightmare. I found the key. I also found Fetch Ruby. Probe PO. This is fine. I still don't want this key. There's a Lurrus in my opponent's hand. I don't have a scrub land, so I can't like balance and then demonic. I kind of want a demonic for that key. If I play, they lose one card, they lose one land, and they lose a trainer. It's like not very good. Kind of need to balance when they play their Lurrus. Man, this all sucks. This whole game plan was just basically a mess. Well, I guess I should be happy I didn't go for key. Oh, what a joke. Okay, all right. How do we win this game? Classic mana-based situation here. This is a PO? Oh, it's 4th for 2. They have a PO. I don't know. I'm just so dead, man. Their hand is Lurrus PO +1 now. I mean, the balance is only good if they play the Lurrus. I just had no mana. If I had hit a Mox or a land before my thing went off, it would have very easily won with Time Vault because my opponent just had no answers. They had just Force Misstep, and I would have gotten key off of Saga. So it would have worked. I just need to hit a mana. I need to hit something here. I just have to hit something. I mean, this doesn't hit anything. The problem is this: they're gonna either hold up PO or they're gonna play Lurrus, and none of this actually does anything. It's just very dead. I don't know. Was I supposed to mulligan? It felt like a pretty reasonable plan. I don't know. Rough games. Well, now they have Bobble Lurrus. Really hope they play Lurrus. I really need them to play Lurrus here. I still have to beat PO. They're gonna draw 2 cards here. I draw 3 cards here. I have to hope they just don't hit a force. I mean, they're still gonna have the Monarch, but technically I do have a Lurrus. I could have. I just didn't. I could have used my top and got a mental misstep here. I don't know why I didn't. I set it up just to do that exact specific thing. It was like the whole thing I was setting up to do. All right, well, it worked. They got rid of APO. I can play a Lurrus Lotus next turn. Why am I at 6? Is that because I got attacked by 4th Aerlingus tokens? I have a key on the top of my library. I just draw the key next turn and then draw with top. All right. I guess I get Flame of Anord here still. Demonic. Is it just swords? Ancestral? Time Walk? Just to draw an extra card here? I guess Time Walk into Flame of Anor. I don't know, we were so far behind. I got nothing, man. You have everything, I got nothing. That's how this game has been. I can't, nothing I can do here. Oh yeah, I think John's quite good. Plays well. Pyroblast backup off the Ruby. Force backup. All right. I mean, this Monarch has drawn like 8,000 cards. I mean, they have swords! Why? What is going on? Why are people bringing in swords against me, man? I can't take it. It's so bad. There's just no reason. You're playing Flame of Anor. That's the whole point of Flame of Anor. That's the reason you play Flame of Anor. Because you can play a draw spell that still kills a creature. I play a Snapcaster Mage and a Lurrus. Those are my only creatures in my deck. It's so bad. I know I have a top, but I could hit a fluster. I just lose my mind. It's just so bad. Oh shit. Am I just supposed to take stock up? Probably. I mean, I'm still gonna get pyroblasted, aren't I? I just don't understand, man. It's crazy. Like, what's the reason? Like, it's not like they don't have card. Like, it's not like whatever. Just get me out. 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 Like I just don't understand. Like, you don't have bad cards in them. Oh, there are just swords. Maybe they didn't have cards to bring in. No, there's like you're bringing in three pyroblasts and 3 portable holes. Why are there swords in your deck? You have negations to bring in too. 2, 5, 8 cards. I don't even know how you bring in 8 cards in here and keep in swords. That's just crazy. I don't know. All right, this is reasonable mulligan, yes. Game 1, 7-card hand versus probably Lurrus PO. No Moxen, no real plays. Seems like a pretty free London Mull. London Mull into no mana. 5-card hand. I could have kept Force instead of Flusterstorm here, but I felt like my way to win the game would be not be casting Force. It would be to hit a Mox and cast PO with Flusterstorm back up. So I think that makes fine. That seems like perfectly reasonable. No, you don't keep 1 swords into tutor. Because if you need to remove a creature, you have Flame of Anor. That's the whole point of playing like a Momentum Breaker or a Flame of Anor. These good cards that have other utility other than being a removal spell. Swords only does one thing. Swords removes a creature. Flames destroys an artifact, removes a creature, or draws cards, or does multiple of those things. Momentum Breaker either hits the card from the hand or hits a creature. Like, that's the whole point. So you don't have to have that in your deck. So you don't have a wasted spell slot. And then my opponent just killed me, right? I just have him dead. I mean, I was never forcing this Thunder Trap Trainer anyways, and then I would have to force the stock up, and I'd be at no cards. So yeah, I can't ever win this game 1 just based on the cards. And then we board in more counter magic, get rid of this stuff. So it's this hand against Lurrus, 4-color Lurrus PO. And I'm what? How many draws in 2 draws to make this hand really good? I have 1 less on here. So I mean, it's not a lot. I don't think it's like an overwhelming number, but also it's like just winning. Even Opal is fine because you have because you'll get a key and you'll have a time vault, right? Or maybe Opal doesn't actually count. I guess Opal not counting is pretty bad. But then but also these are good. This is good. I don't know. It's like half my deck almost. But it's like such a good plan against them. I really think it's quite a strong game plan against them. Should I have maybe changed? I mean, missed. Balance top. So what I thought about was going for a key anyways and just playing a top But that can't spin, so it's just not very good. Is getting Pearl. I mean, getting Pearl is just like the least powerful play we can make, and it doesn't help us play the game for the rest of the game. Like, if you want to say get Black Lotus and go white mana and then play top and balance, like I think that has like a little bit more usefulness than just playing Pearl balance. I only have 1 mana, so like playing Pearl and balance is all my mana, so that's not very strong. I mean, I have a lot of options in terms of how to use a Black Lotus here. I could also theoretically get a Jet and cast Demonic and have my Demonic get me Tolarian and then use Tolarian to play a top, which would let me have a stock up on the following turn. That seems pretty good as well. It is worth noting that my top would probably get Mental Missteps. But that might have been a better play to fully... I mean, like, stock up is still going to find me those same cards as Demonic Tutor, but leaves me with a Demonic Tutor, right? Like, if I'm casting stock up here, it's to find Mox land. So, like, it's kind of the same thing. Which is more valuable? Demonic Tutor, stock up? I guess maybe stock up is more valuable because it's a blue card here. So, yeah, maybe this play is terrible. Maybe the play needed to be Jet, Demonic, Tolarian, top. And then if top resolves, I can stock up on the next turn. I don't have to force to get my thing through here, theoretically. Though I might have to force to get my Demonic through. But then I at least still have negation on their turn. Okay, so maybe this play was bad. I mean, stock up leaves me with... I mean, if I cast stock up, I can theoretically cast another stock up, right? Because I'll have 1 mana. I can get land, Mox, and cast stock up. But I pitched the second stock up instead of playing the first stock up. So maybe that was a mistake too. So like I force pitched this so I could have negation. But like, when am I ever holding negation up here? Like, I'm almost always going for mana, right? So this doesn't make any sense. So what I could have done is force pitch negation. Then my stock up hitting Mox land lets me play another stock up. I mean, what am I getting off that stock up? Force negation. Blue card negation. I mean, it seems better though, right? Like, I mean, the negation did like end up coming in handy, but like, I do think the negation is like good long term here, but it's just not what I'm trying to do. I mean, this play also is pretty damn good, Demonic Ancestral. The problem is my opponent had Mental Misstep, right? Like, this play is not bad either. Like, if I'm planning on going Demonic for Ancestral and casting Ancestral, then it makes sense to hold negation because I can draw blue card and Moxen. I don't think my play doesn't make sense. My play here makes perfect sense. It runs really hard into Mental Misstep, right? Like, I certainly got blown out. If that Ancestral resolves, I could even like counter 4th Erlingas here with this negation. And then, I mean, I'm still in a bad spot, but it was what? It was Brainstorm. I guess I would not have hit Moxen. I would have Brainstormed. I'd have Brainstorm in 2 lands. So I would negate pitching Brainstorm, and then I would be able to make my land drop. And I wouldn't play Balance because there would be no Duders. So I would play Time Vault and top to make my balance better with 1 extra land still in my hand. And then they would play a Lurrus and we would balance. Be an interesting game. Did I? I mean, I definitely had a lot of choices here. I mean, this spot is not easy right here. I don't think this spot is particularly easy. I don't know which one is the best. But there's certainly multiple viable paths. I do kind of like Jet Demonic Tolarian. I do kind of like Jet Demonic Tolarian a lot. Yeah. I mean, Talarian, I guess Jet plays the tutor, but Talarian is a little awkward here still. I certainly did not. I don't know. Like, I came up with a good line, but was it the best line? I kind of think it wasn't the best line. But this wasn't a bad line. Stock up with Lotus gives me a blue mana floating. Demonic Ancestral gets me to negation and starts building up Moxen, hopefully. I feel like it's fine. And then what did I do here? I was building for a balance, which is fine. They just drew so many cards, though. This was not fine. I think I was supposed to activate my Sensei's Top and draw my Mental Misstep and cast my Mental Misstep on the Brainstorm. What did I choose to do on this turn? I spun. I played the Mana Vault, so I'd have one less card in my hand so I could balance. Seems fine. I definitely wish I had Mental Misstep this. It's not a huge deal. It didn't end up mattering that much, but I feel like Mental Misstep on this would have been more profitable. And then I played directly to the place where I thought I would. I'd be able to counter the PO. So now they're on just the Monarch. I get to play Lurrus and draw Mental Misstep, which I think is what I want. I could theoretically have drawn the so I could have drawn the key here. If I had ordered it. Oh, no, I was trying to float the Mental Misstep. I feel like floating the Mental Misstep is correct. So like the whole point back here when I did this play was to draw the Mana Vault so I could cast a balance through Flusterstorm and with the ability to make them lose more things. This was fine. And floating the Mental Misstep so that I can draw it later with the top. I ended up not drawing with the top, but that was the whole point. So yeah, play Lurrus, play Lotus. So I could draw with top, getting me a key, untapping my Mana Vault. I also get a spin out of it. And that's one new card, right? What does the Mental Misstep help me? Does Lotus help me play around anything? It helps me play around like Flame Fluster. So if they went, I guess I can't play. We won't be Flame Fluster. Ancestral Fluster. Well, they don't have Fluster because I guess this beats Pyroblast. I can't beat Pyroblast. I mean, Pyroblast doesn't do anything. So maybe it's correct to just crack a spin here. Draw with top. I mean, draw top, play top is just kind of bad, but like it gets the key and the key untaps the Mana Vault. So it's probably better. And then I guess I need to see, I guess I never do get to see what my third card down is because I mean, I was fully expecting to just get Flame of a Nord and lose my Lurrus, but getting swords after I misstep is pretty rough. Oh, here it was. It was stock up key. So if I had spun, so I would have had blue mana, right? So I could have spun. I have 2 mana left. I draw, and then I probe. I don't know if I would probe down to 2 life here. Just to get through a card. Maybe I would. And then I'd have 2 mana, and I'd redraw the top. I play the top, I draw with the top. I mean, that's probably not very good, no. Alright. I think the most interesting part of this game was here. This was certainly the most interesting part of this game, and I do think that there might have been lines that were better. I'm specifically looking at that Jet DT Talarian line. because it lets me build out my game plan a little bit more, and it lets me keep all of my blue cards. But I felt like stock up had a higher upside. But if I was going to go stock up, I don't know. It still was pretty good. Stock up had a pretty high upside. Casting and resolving Ancestral here is really high upside. Having up negation and building out my mana. I mean, this is not a bad line. I don't know why I'm like hyper focusing on it. It's not a bad line. It just was bad against Mental Misstep, that's for sure. I don't hate this line. I don't think I played like awful. It just didn't work out. And also that matchup is very, very hard, so. All right. Okay, here we go. Round 2. I gotta focus up, make the best plays possible. No excuses. I mean, I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna die to Beseech on turn 1. What? Beseech Storm and two triple queuing 2 modern challenges? Why is that a thing? Is that one of those things where they have like the backup challenge? Yeah, Thoughtseize. Read them and weep. I got no good cards. Unlucky. Unlucky. No good cards. I guess this Mana Crypt's pretty good. Probably take that, right? Means I can't Time Walk. You take Time Vault? I don't think you can ever take Time Vault here. Doesn't sound right to me. I feel like I'm always keeping this hand on the draw. Like, I have full Moxen, tons of payoffs in my deck. A Time Walk is a reasonable draw another card. I feel like I'm always keeping this hand in PO. I took the Time Walk, sure. It's not unreasonable either. Probe. I guess we play around Daze by playing a land first. Because I don't actually care if I draw Academy at the moment. All right, let's do... I guess I could theoretically do a Meticulous Archive here. Because I have a blue mana, right? I have Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, 1 mana floating, 3 mana, 4 mana. So I could PO if I find a PO. Yeah, I don't want that. I mean, I do want that. But I don't want that. I want it because I think they're gonna kill me. Oh, it's Doomsday. Is it Doomsday? Can't tell. Oh. All right. Play all my cards, kill me. I feel like this Meticulous Archive was a good play. If I hit a PO, I would have won the game, right? Stock up would be pretty good. I feel like I had a good chance of winning from there with a look and a probe. If they hit a Dark Ritual on this Ponder, it means they can Necro and draw a bajillion cards. But I do have a Lurrus, which is a little risky. They declined to use Ponder's ability. So they drew something they wanted. Looks like it was a Dark Ritual. Okay. Necropotence, 15 life. How many are you drawing? I assume like 12. Definitely not skipping my turn. Wait, did they not use the They just didn't use the Necro, by the way. This is what happens when you triple Q. All right. Well, that means they're probably just dead to this brainstorm, I would think. Paid actors. Only paid actors here. I really strongly... All right, well, I guess it's not going to win because the card they drew for turn was Force of Will. Or they found the Force of Will off the Ponder and they drew Dark Ritual for turn. Well, I guess we will not be winning the game on this turn. That's my fault. It was hubris. Is there any reason to hold the land at this point? I don't think so. But I will hold the fetch so that I can, if I draw top. No, I meant like hold it in hand. All right, so they should probably draw with Necro this time, considering they don't draw for turn. How low are they going to go into this Lurrus now? That's a real question. Maybe I was supposed to play Lurrus first so that my brainstorm would have resolved there. My bad. If they go to 4, then they could not be able to play Force. So I don't know about 4. 7 kind of makes some sense here. I think we're still going to lose this game. I think opponent not activate Necro, we might still just lose the whole game. That's crazy. What am I doing with my life? Am I good at vintage chat? Be real with me. tell me the truth. Because I've been doubting. Sometimes. I've had some like real bad streams recently. Ponder to the bin. Lost my flippies. Portable hole. See, like this is a prime example of why this deck sucks and why Unlucky Monkey PO is good. Because instead of having this portable hole, yeah, maybe this portable hole gets me out of a jam against like Oath or gets a Null Rod in a random game 1. If I was Unlucky Monkey, this is just a Thunder Trap trainer. And it just wins the game on the spot, you know? So like, I don't know. Maybe having all of these stupid strong cards that help for narrow situations against a variety of decks is just worse than playing a freaking drawing wizard. You know? It's kind of how I feel right now anyways. It makes me question if I ever deck built correctly ever. I mean, Flames of Venor answers a Null Rod, right? So like why play a portable hole? Wait, actually Monkey sometimes plays portable holes in his deck, so maybe I'm just too hard. Oh, I didn't know that Dan got a 5-0 last night. That's sweet. Maybe they bricked off Necro. It can certainly happen. Necro has not been known to win the game every time. Demonic Tutor. I assume this is Black Lotus Doomsday down to 2. Gosh, kill me? I don't know. Search F6. They had pitched a Force of Will to hand size, which I did not see. So, though if they have to pitch past the turn again, like this Lurrus will turn off Force of Wills. So, if I had made them Force of Will, then they would not be able to Doomsday kill me, right? I guess they still would be able to Doomsday because they could go to 1 and they could Gush. I assume, I mean, they can't Street Wraith here, so they have to either have land, cantrip, or the Gush in hand. But I feel like it actually has to be a gushing hand or land cantrip, right? Because if it's not, then we kill them. I think we're just gonna lose. I do like the first Thoughtseize though in Doomsday. I think that's pretty good. I've been very impressed with it from the other side of the table. I don't know. I even used a land so I could scry in this game and get rid of a bad card. I mean the brainstorm draw was good, right? It got forced. I don't think I was supposed to play the Lurrus before the brainstorm, right? Because like I just lose out on the ability to do any kind of powerful thing off the brainstorm. You know, if, I might have been supposed to skip a turn. No, probably not. I was like, well, the turn my opponent didn't draw with Necropotence. My opponent forgot to draw with Necropotence in this game, and I'm still dead. I'm still so dead. Hmm. They're gonna think. They're gonna think, but I mean, they have to win, so they have Gush in their hand, or they have land cantrip. I don't see Gush. Ah. No, that one you're not allowed to do. We went over that. That was the first thing I said. I highly recommend chat. One game of Magic is more than hard enough. Playing 3 games of Magic at the same time and one of them being Doomsday, I would never recommend anyone do that. Because Eric's a powerful wizard. Like he knows what he's doing, but jeez. Pretty brutal. I really don't have that many cards to take out. I guess I'm gonna keep in Island and take out this chain. Because I have a balance anyways. Oh, I guess maybe chain's better than balance, actually. I don't think that's true. Balance could get cards out of hand. Oh, I didn't do anything. I just kept like a suspect hand and didn't do anything and won. But that's not like any. That's no. I don't get any points for winning that game. You know, like in terms of me trusting myself to play good Magic with a good deck. Like if anything, I felt like my deck looked bad in that game. You know, like if anything, I come out of that game feeling worse than I did before. Jeez. Okay. I don't hate this. I'm gonna get rid of PO. It's my worst card here. I still have enough where I can force Cluster and then still play a stock up after, so. My opponent is on a multi 5. Oh, I got the mute in time, chat. Maybe I am good at streaming. That's wild. All right. Top lane here is not great. I will admit. I feel like top lane was really good in game 1, though. Didn't cause me to win. I mean, it kind of caused me to win, but didn't really cause me to win. All right. Bobble. Don't think I want a bobble. I think I want a blue land. All right, so hopefully my one force is enough here. My opponent went top. Oh, they went bottom on the preordain on their mold 5 on the play. So one force might be enough. Maybe the answer isn't like Flames of Anor. Maybe the answer is just make it to Jordan style, where I just cut the Yogg and I cut the portable hole and I cut the balance. I just play 4 Thundertrap Train. I don't know. At that point, though, I feel like I should just be in the other version. All right, I got past the turn. Love to see it here. I will attempt stock up even if I don't hit my blue mana, which I did hit my blue mana. I'm going to use my Mana Vault and Island Cycle my Lorien Revealed, grabbing Underground Sea, and then casting Stock Up. Everything Resolvers. What do we do with that information? 2 blue cards. I feel like the answer is 2 blue cards. So now I have double force Fluster against Doomsday, who is low on resources, and if nothing happens, I can still stock up on the next turn. I like that. I like how this game is going. My deck looks pretty good right now. Is the key to simply drawing Moxen and stock up? Maybe that was the key the whole time. My deck is good when I have Moxen and stock up. I guess that's just how my deck has always been, though. My deck is good when I have Moxen and PO. Pass the turn. Don't think I'm going to cycle this Lorien Reveal. I think I would rather just... Yeah. Ooh, I see. I think I'm going to cycle Lorien Revealed and pass. I can wait. Pass again? Okay. What were the cards I put at the bottom? Time Vault, Tolarian, Mox. I guess I don't really need those. Maybe Maybe I shouldn't have. Demonic Force, Yogwill, Pearl, and Balance. Well, not Balance. Yogwill actually not great here. Yogwill would be like one stock up and a bauble and a land. That's not terrible. Do I want another force from this spot though? I'm not casting demonic here no matter what. I mean, I'm definitely taking demonic. What card am I demonicing for though? It's not really clear. Probably some kind of card draw. Seven cards in my opponent's hand now. Still don't think I'm hitting cantrips. At some point, I can go Lurrus Bobble as well. They went bottom, bottom, and didn't hit Atlanta. Okay. Urza's Saga. That's incredible here. That's like probably my best draw here because that doesn't mean it means I don't have to find any kind of action. I can just find blue card. That's Force, Ancestral. Yeah, this is enough. This is gotta be one of my best possible draws. It's great here. Just get Ancestral, so I'm actually holding up like six different pieces of interaction. No need to buy Lurrus at this point. I can simply win off of construct tokens, and they are now under pressure. Will I cast Ancestral Recall? Demonic Tutor. I'm gonna cast Ancestral Recall and see if I can't get a little 2-for-1 deal. No, I can't get a 2-for-1 deal. I don't even have that many fetchables, man. So there's like some upsides to flustering now, and there are also some downsides. But the way my mana is currently constrained, this feels like a pretty reasonable spot to fluster. But there are certainly some downsides as well. You really don't want to hit this, but it's going to put me in awkward positions. So I think it's fine. I was really hoping for like a 2-for-1 deal, like they mental misstep my Ancestral, and then I get to fluster both copies, the Demonic Tutor and the mental misstep. But obviously they didn't fall for that. And my Ancestral was not a very good Ancestral for what it's worth. It was... I think I have a Tundra. Oh no, I actually kept the island in, right? Because I didn't have enough cards to board out. So I actually do have 2 fetchables. Not that matters too much either. But we just hold open all of our mana and go to the next turn and see where we go. All right. We aren't clocking like super fast, but it will be pretty reasonably fast after it gets going. Definitely want to see another blue card off the top here. I could just take the one. I think going -1 mana is not great. Oh, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Makes Lurrus only costs 3. And then I could still theoretically hold open Fluster, but I would lose a lot of mana. Unless I got Lotus back with Lurrus instead of Bobble. I feel like it's bad. I feel like I'd rather just hold open another Hardcast Force. Doesn't feel like a game where like if I didn't have Urza Saga, then I would definitely be putting a Lurrus in play as a clock and a draw spell. But because I drew Saga, I feel like that's not what I want to be doing here. I could also cast a PO if I just like end up forcing only. I can be making constructs and casting a PO for 3. Oh, I can use PO in a similar way as Flusterstorm bait as well. So I think I'll just hold everything up. I will have to choose like my best sequencing here. Sapphire is pretty good for them. It means they can hold up Fluster, though. Fluster not very good against me. They're gonna Thoughtseize me. They're gonna Dark Ritual. All right, 5 cards in my opponent's hand. Like one of the real questions is gonna be. Actually, I think I just have to let this resolve first. Does it mean I have a lethal attack? 13 goes to 6. I am gonna make a 4-4-5-5-6-6. So yeah, this should just resolve then. Make them figure it out. So I have Flusterstorm. I have Force Pitch Force. I have Hardcast Force. I don't actually have 4 counter spells, right? Or do I? Well, if I want to make a construct, I don't, right? If I make a construct, it means I have 7 mana left over. And it could, I guess 7 mana is not a bad amount of mana. Because it means I have some ability to play through Flusterstorms and stuff. But I guess I really only have 2 counter spells. 3 counter spells, I should say. But they'll only have 4 cards, so should be good enough. But yeah, I want this 7 damage here to make a lethal construct. And the Doomsday isn't doing anything anyways, besides, you know, setting them up. So this definitely feels like a resolve a Doomsday spot. Does also mean they have to like figure out how to make a Doomsday pile just to die, which is not great. Oh, here we go. Easy Doomsday pile. Let's go. No Time Walk. There's a Gush and a Lotus. I feel like my first counter is Force Pitch PO. Or maybe my first counter is Hard Cast Force. Am I still gonna make lethal if you are casting Demonic Consultation? That that is fine. Okay. I don't know what's going on in this game. My opponent just exiled 2 oracles. Okay. I don't exactly know what's happening here. My opponent in game 1 died to their own Street Wraith. In this game, they died to their own Demonic Consultation. So the pile they had made was Gush, Ancestral, Lotus, Oracle. I don't think there's any pile that's going to kill me here with, you know, a Demonic Consultation in hand and 3 other cards, considering I have 3 counter spells. I can counter the draw spell 3 times and then attack with my Saga and win. But like... never beating the paid actor allegations, I guess. All right, here we go. Round 3, Vintage Challenge versus Mono White Initiative. Got a balance. I have a Soul Guide Lantern. I really wish the Soul Guide Lantern was a bauble. I have not liked Soul Guide Lantern in the main. I've kind of wished it was just Mishra's bauble pretty much every time. 1 Chancellor of the Annex. And a Mox Pearl. And an Ancient Tomb. And a White Plume Adventure. All right. And a Mox. What is my sequence here? It's probably Underground Sea, Ruby, Pay, Probe, Lantern, get everything out so that I can cast a balance on the next turn. If they wasteland me, that's fine. Their hand is Plains, Peacekeeper, Mox. It's not great for me. Because now they're going to name Balance. I guess they could name Stock Up. Well, Lost Well. I mean, they can just play out Plains, Mox, probably double creature here, go to 1 card. I guess my 1 card is Stock Up, though, so it's not that bad, but... It's not great. Mox, Plains, Peacekeeper. I mean, we'll take an extra 9 damage, but we can still balance on the turn after, as long as they don't play like an Archon off of this. They went top on their scry though, so. Well, my opponent had no action in hand, so they went down the Lost Well. I think it's fine. But I guess if they had gone down Forge with just this amount of action, it would have been enough too, so. I think going down the Lost Well, like, it always sounds like an idea that you could entertain, but it's almost always not as good as just forging. They just name Balance. I guess they could have theoretically have named Tarn as well. Oh, they have March of the Otherworldly Light for my Mox. I see. I drew a Mox anyways. Get wrecked. Do I think they left a... Do I think they left a Wasteland as their second card on top? Certainly possible. If it's an Archon, I'll be sad, but... So... I'm going to take a creature, I think. Though Brainstorm would let me get more cards out of my hand. I guess if they... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... If they have a white source on top, they can play a Chancellor, huh? I can still balance through a Chancellor, though. They go to Stash. Then they get a Catacombs before I can even attack with my thing. It's probably better just to take the Brainstorm. Should I just Brainstorm now? What could I hit? Black Lotus? And then what, though? Oh, they don't need to hit a white source because they have Stash. Haha. It doesn't matter, though. As long as it's not an Archon, even if you play a Chancellor, I can still balance your board away. I actually kind of got unreasonably lucky, right? Because I just kept hitting Moxen, which made all of my opponent's plans bad. Oh, they kept the Witch Enchanter on top. So now my opponent will be able to resolve a Chancellor after I balance. It's not good. Oh. I mean, that's not that good either. Will I be able to Yogg-Will balance? I won't. I guess I'm just going to lose this game. Wow. That's crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, that was a good double scry, double top. 3, 6, 8. If I fetch, then I actually die. But if I can't Yogg-Will into this either, though. Also, I lose a land to the balance because all of their mana is in Moxen. This is crazy. I just am straight lost here unless I draw a chain. I don't know, man. I thought I played like a really good game, but it's just not going to work out at all. I'm just dead. I mean, this worked out perfectly for my opponent, right? They hit no lands, all Moxen. They have enough mana to cast a Chancellor. I don't know. I can't work out better than that, really. What was I supposed to do? I need another answer or I die. Does this let me balance? Cost 4, 1. Cost 7 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I'm actually 2 mana short of balancing again here. So I have to draw a portable hole probably. And then then I'm getting Throne of the Dead. Oh, does that do it? Am I just ripping the best possible card at every moment? Or is that still short? That might be enough. I mean, I think I'm still losing to Throne of the Dead, but I am drawing like the exact cards I need. Oh, I mean, Yogwill's looking a little good here, Sully. And by good, I mean, I think I'm still going to lose, but that's okay. I should have tapped this first, probably. It's fine. I still have to beat... Should I brainstorm? Ooh, those are not good. Should I not have done that? Could have just played Lantern and drawn. This seems better, though. We could PO? And what and where? How? How could we have done that? I would love to have PO'd. I'm at 8 life, so it kind of depends on what they hit off of Throne. Well, I think I'm going to need the Mana Vault to PO, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to get another PO in this game, though, is the problem. I mean, I'm going to get all these cards no matter what. I can't play a land drop this turn either, so... I already played my Tolarian. That was incredible, though. I drew the absolute best possible cards to, like, stay alive. They hit another Chancellor, by the way. That's not good. I feel like a White Plume adventure I could beat. Season to... Yeah. This does exactly 8 damage! What a crazy game. And I drew Wasteland for the Tolarian. Okay, well... I guess we're dead. I don't know. All right, that was the craziest game of Magic. There was a lot of complaining on my part for how well I drew, but the fact that we did not really even come close to winning after all of that effort was pretty wild. Cool game, though. I have to say, pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. I don't actually know if Seal of Cleansing is actually good anymore. Probably don't play these on the draw. On the play, I mean. Lantern's definitely gone. Actually, this is even though Yogwill was amazing there, I don't think this is a Yogwill matchup. Something like this. Yeah, this looks fine. It was a crazy game. I was able to hang on just a little bit. Imagine how not close that game would have been if my opponent just forged, because they kept all the cards on top. Their top 3 cards without scrying were March of the Otherworldly Light, Witch Enchanter, Wasteland, and Anointed Peacekeeper. My break shop's fine. I would bring it in on the draw. Am I gonna get? I mean, I have to keep it. Am I gonna get Chancellor and lose though? Justin. Maybe I have to be disciplined there. I can't do it though. If I got Chancellor, I would have lost on the spot. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna play Meticulous and Bauble here. So like one of my best cards. Just like a PO Lorien. PO, I mean Merchant Ancestral maybe. I think I don't want a Lorien. Do I want an Underground Sea? I guess if I get Wastelanded, I want an Underground Sea. Because the game's going to be slow after this bobble happens. I guess this is PO for 3. I'm probably just discounting how good that is. They die, I guess. I'm gonna just PO again. Hey, maybe my deck is good. uh... That was a pretty a pretty high roll. All right, cool. Now we're on the draw, and I want negation and trap. But I still think I want sabotage for null rods. But are the people playing null rods anymore, actually? Because you have the dragon, right? One null rod, one conquer. Oh, 4 total conquerors. Okay. So maybe I'll just skip on the steel sabotages then. Couldn't we have one with manifold key? What do you mean? That's what I did. I took infinite turns, and what are you talking about? Swords, force, stress down, PO, swords. Yeah, seems fine. I don't know. I think the biggest choice in that game is, do you keep the hand even though you lose to Chancellor? Jeez, another Chancellor this time. Okay. Wasteland, Mox, Vexing Bauble. Sure. Should I throw away a force? It's kind of awkward, right? Probably gonna have to throw away a force later anyways. Oh man, this Wasteland is so good against me. I guess I'm never getting to PO. I'm just gonna force. Get it countered. Ugh. Hopefully they crack it at some point here. Nothing. I guess is it worth it to go Meticulous Archive here? Like, if they Wasteland me, they're pretty far behind anyways, right? I can get Basic Island, but... I don't think I want to Vex... Oh, why'd I keep Vexing Bubble in? That was pretty bad, huh? All right, well, now they're gonna Wasteland me after they figured out I don't have I don't have a land. Or are they, if they have a cavern? White Plume? I don't know. I felt like getting a scry on my land was good. I mean, getting an island would have also been good for sure. Wizard? Wait, what's a wizard? Oh, Phyrexian Censor. Sure. It can go to the fields. Manifold. Okay. I mean, now that they hit the mana, they're gonna Wasteland me and draw another mana, right? Why did I force it? I explained why I forced it, right? To get rid of the thing. I think they'll eventually break this bauble. And I want to have Moxen. But, like, my PO is dead. Looks like they're not going to, by the way. So, like, maybe I was wrong, but... I don't know. Maybe I should just break it with Moxen. I don't know. Like, the PO is, like, completely dead, right? And if I use my force, they're, like, more likely to break it with Bauble. I don't know. There was some logic there, but maybe it doesn't matter. Or maybe it's wrong. Or maybe both. I'm still waiting here. They're just gonna do nothing and keep the bauble. Okay. I have what, one I have one portable hole in my deck. Alright, because I didn't keep the seal sabotages. I have a chain and I have portable hole. I didn't bring in seal. Oh, they don't have It's because they named Wizard to make sure the Phyrexian Censor resolved. That's the reason they don't have any mana. Ay. But I also don't have any mana. But I also like am not advancing if I get a mana here anyways, so. There we go. We're cooking. They have another Wasteland. Pretty sure I'm supposed to get my third Tundra and just hope they don't have a third Wasteland effect. I mean, I'm gonna strand all these swords if it's something else. Oh, I should just get the island. I'm gonna shoot the island. Force. I mean, this is classic mono white initiative mana. They could crack the bauble and like play a Chromox at any time. I don't think casting anything here is good. Maybe I'll draw Ancestral. Maybe I'll draw Fetch. Fetch is good. I'm 1 mana away from Lurrus. I also have Snap Swords. I also have Dress Down to prevent a white source. Lots of things here. What a weird game. My opponent has bricked pretty hard, but they also named Cavern on Wizard, so like... What am I supposed to do, though? Like, I don't actually have any good plays still. Like, I can play a Snapcaster, but that's not very good. I can play a Dress Down, but it's not very good. Just wait for more lands, I guess. Chain of Vapor, okay. Should I just do that now? I don't have a PO now though, because of my big. Okay, all right. It all comes back around where the pirate is correct, and I don't have my PO anymore. It's kind of funny, actually. It's not actually that good. I don't have a payoff, right? I mean, I can get Lurrus going. Maybe that's good enough. But I feel like I should like discard to hand size first and go for an end step one. I mean, I can replay a new bauble here. Could chain, and then I can go Tundra, Mana Vault, play, replay, or play Lurrus, play bauble. I have to like decide if I'd rather like get pitch of swords. Maybe it's fine. I mean, they're gonna draw a card here, or are they gonna keep it? Assume they draw a card, right? Yeah. I guess that turns on our force though. Unless we don't have a mana for the bauble, right? Oh, we don't actually have enough mana to do this. This play sucks. All right, my bad. I thought I had an extra mana somewhere in there, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I probably just didn't count the chain. But I have force up, so maybe it's fine. I feel like this play was bad, though. I mean, I'm okay with them making white mana off this. I'm going to counter the payoff. Oh. Well, it turns out they could have played the game the entire time. They were just waiting on the bauble. I don't feel like that's correct, but here we are. I have to force this one because it will name... Do I have to force this one? I guess I don't have to force this one. I am never making mana with chain there. That seems like a terrible idea. Mana is very important to me here. I just think I wasn't supposed to pitch the PO on turn 1. And I would have won the game on the spot instead. I mean, if this names swords, I guess it's kind of bad if this names swords. I didn't need Bobble to keep them off of... That's just a thing I could do. like, I don't think I'm supposed to put them on a bunch of Chrome Moxes because it's actually just correct for them to break Bobble, you know? Like, I don't think a reasonable person should be on double Chrome Mox at that point in the game. I think that's just like a misplay on their part. I'm just going to loop dress downs on them. I guess that means I should still play Bobble. I just think they made a horrible choice. But I don't know. There's a lot of things I could have done differently in this game for sure. And I'm sure that there might have been ones that were better. I still have more swords. So it's like, even if they play anything, it doesn't matter. I gotta play a little faster though. I don't know. I think I just made the wrong play. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was not supposed to chain. I think chaining was bad. I think I just wait. What is this? They have a March of the Otherworldly Light? I'm so confused. What's going on? They must have a March of the Otherworldly Light on Lurrus. That's really good here. I mean, I was also discarding to turn, but winning here might be challenging in my time span now. I'm gonna not look at chat for a little bit. Where's this? Stock up. PO. I can't cast the PO. I could just go. This is probably fine though. I'm gonna have to play really fast though. Is this a land for turn? Oh, okay. I mean, that should just win. If I can play fast enough, this should win. Am I getting trapped? I didn't play very well. Looks like I'm getting trapped as their last card. Or are they trying to like make me have to think between actions? I don't think I'm gonna have a problem finishing here. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. If they had a trap, they would have trapped PO. Maybe they were just F6'd. We should probably look back at this game and like see if I played badly. I mean, I just think I wasn't supposed to chain is probably the answer, but looks like they're gonna make me wait in between actions to try to time me out. I have all 4 swords. Swords is so good. Like, just playing some swords means you're just so heavily favored because you just get to kill the Archon every time. Well, I mean, they could have just been like F6 and they didn't think I had any more follow-ups or something. But then wouldn't you hit the stock up? I don't know if the stock up was the 3rd spell. The 2nd stock up was at least a trappable spell. I didn't have to pass the turn there, but it's fine. I exiled my Snapcaster, right? Okay. I don't want to vamp yet. I don't have Yogwillen anymore. So I do need this PO to hit some number of things. I'm gonna win this game in 3 minutes. I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be very close either. Because all I need is a couple Saga attacks. That was not the one I wanted to use. I just have to make sure I get a Saga before I overdraw. But I also want to get a Volt Key. I could theoretically like do some passing of the turns now, but I really don't feel like that's necessary, or I should be doing that. I feel like I should just be assembling my Volt Key and then winning as fast as I possibly can. Have 15 cards in library. Not gonna replay that one. See if I can find them both on stock up. Did not find both on stock up. Monic Tutor. All top. Monic Tutor. And a full key. That's not the one I want. It might be close, actually. I gotta make sure I don't put into play anything that makes it slower. That is one of them. Oh, it wasn't gonna be that close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I feel like I bitched a lot in that game. Sorry about that, chat. I feel like we both did not play the early game well. I think my opponent over-indexed on Vexing Bauble when they should have just started deploying spells, and then I feel like I over-indexed on Vexing Bauble by casting Chain. Kind of wild. All right, here we go. Round 4. We need to win all 3 of our final matches here. We got Florida Legacy Club, the Oath Master. I actually lost to Florida last night. Same matchup, so we'll see. I feel like this hand is not very good. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. It's certainly better, but it's still not very good. This looks like we're gonna die. Oath? No, not Oath. Demonic? Oh, Time Walk. Time Walk Show and Tell I'm dead. What's it gonna be? Mox. Stock up. That's pretty good. Double Moxin. Time Walk, stock up, turn 1. I'm pretty jealous. Somehow I don't feel like my spell's gonna resolve now. How did you finish yesterday? Being on the play seems really good in this format. Finished 3-3 yesterday. No negations in the main. So we're just going to jam this before it gets to their turn. Oh. No, now I can get Flusterstormed. I thought there was no land drop. But now there is a land drop. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to cast it now. I guess casting it then's better. Alright, I'll cast on their upkeep. If I get flustered, I still get flustered and uses up a mana at least. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have an extra blue mana though, so I can't show and tell a Snapcaster and flashback Ancestral. Did that the other day. This is post stock up, right? So I assume they have a payoff at this point. Tinka seems good. Pretty jealous. Pretty jealous. Show and tell. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're dead. Pretty good one. Mental misstep. Oh, they have Lotus, Yogwill, Time Walk. Okay, get me out. Get me out. I'm out. I mean, it just works every time. You just keep 7 and it always works. I don't know. Oath broken. I feel like my hand I had to keep. So. Tis what it is. Portable hole is pretty good. Balance, not very good. Dress down's alright. Chain's alright. Flusters are alright. Lantern is not very good. Vexing Bobble is okay. Misstep is... I mean, they play so many Veils. They just, like, randomly have a bunch of... Oh, they only have one Veil. They had it every game. That's unfortunate. Maybe we'll take a Snapcaster out. Yogwill still... I like the look of Yogwill. Kind of like the look of most of the things that are happening here. I want Vamp because I want to be able to hit Containment Priest. How many like artifact removal spells? 1 claim, 1 decay, 2 null rock. Okay, I'll just take out 1 opal then. All right, my turn, please. On the draw, on the play now. 7 cards. Yep. No traps. We got choices. Do we want to go land Mox and cast another stock up? Do we want to go land Seal? Do we want to go Fluster and land? I'm gonna cast another stock up. Number 2. No force. But I do have good cards. Opal PO, probably. All right, well, I only have Trap Misstep, which are both conditional here. I don't think so. I'll take 2. I'm going to represent Fluster. I feel like I'm not supposed to cast this PO on my turn, though. I'm going to try to wait. Maybe bring it along with a trap. Oh, that's pretty good. Vamp? Vamp is fine. what? Oath or null rod? Oath. PO. I'll just force it. I don't think I need to force it, to be fair, but I should have played land there to play around Vigor. They don't have Vigor in their list, though. Just one negation. I mean, I'm going to do it. I'm going to PO. I see. Everything looks pretty good. Did I board out Yogwill? Yogwill is my best card here. No. All right. I will go Yogwill. I'll attack. And then next turn I will do the stuff. They play a Null Rod here. I'm going to negation, pitching trap. I mean, I don't have to negate this. I can like Chain of Vapor my own Containment Priest as well if they have an Abrupt Decay. Ooh, Mistrized Village. Exciting. I guess if they have a force there, it's kind of bad. Should I cast something first? I guess I can demonic for I can demonic for a mana crypt. I probably should have whatever. I don't care. I probably should have picked up attacked first so I could pick up this priest. Should I just do it anyways? I'll just do it anyways. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying that was expertly played or perfectly min-maxed, but like I'm just gonna cast 3 POs and win here. It doesn't actually matter. I think I would like to go back at some point and look at that game maybe, because there were probably spots where I could have gotten punished and just didn't get punished this time. Not really thrilled. They do now know about my Containment Priest, if they had not already known about my Containment Priests. Did I put the list on my deck, on my Stream Decker chat, or did I forget to do that? Forgot to do it, my bad. I just realized that now in like the third round of the event. But no one said anything either, so. Yeah, okay. I mean, we run it back. So they do have the Mistrized Village, which is interesting. They did not have that yesterday. I had an opponent play that against me, and it was quite good against my all-counter spell hand. Boy, oh boy, that's a hand. I think this hand is acceptable. For what it's worth, I think Chain has looked great. I don't see myself ever not playing a Chain in a... Even if I play, like, the all... Maybe, like, the Chain is the key to playing the blue-black all-trainer version. Because Chain has just been great every time, so... Hedge, keep it on top. Yogwill. That is not the time. Now is not the time, Yogwill. Not the time. You gotta think about the right time here. That was not it. Alright, I have a force and a chain and a stock up and a PO. What say you? What say you? Brainstorm allowed. What should? All right. So I can beat a Flusterstorm at the moment on my stock up. I'm gonna play out this. I guess it makes my Yogwill worse, but don't have to use it. So I will stock up looking for help. Is that help? What do I want off this? I think I want Merchant Fluster. Because I have a Yogwill, so I want to get Ancestral. But I can't really hold open Fluster this turn very well. I feel like I'd want to cast Merchant. Maybe I just don't want Fluster. I feel like they have Fluster, but maybe that's fine. I could go Negation Scroll and get my Ancestral and just cast Scroll now. I certainly got punished for playing this Tolarian Academy instead of my fetch land, because now I don't really have a good option of Yogwilling back a land next turn. I guess I don't need to Yogwill back a land next turn. The most all-in play is Bobble, Scroll, Ancestral now. Seems like that would be overdoing it, though. I'm gonna go with Negation Scroll. And I'm gonna cast Scroll now off my floating mana. If they want to fluster it, that's okay. If they don't want to fluster it, that's okay. So now I have at least double force. They do know about... that's not a good sign. They do know about my 1 force, so... So 5 cards plus the best card in their deck. I assume that means like Oath Veil or something? Oath Veil Force, maybe? Demonic Tutor. Does that mean they're going to get Strip Mine? They do this a lot versus me where they go and get Strip Mine. Not that that's very good right now. Maybe they get Lotus? But they already vamped. Sure. Sure. It's a lot of wheel spinning is what that is. I don't really understand. Very confusing sequence. Island hold up Fluster, maybe? I feel like maybe they have Fluster Veil or something, and they're trying to play like super conservatively. I'm pretty confused. Wait, Time Vault? What's that not? Oh, I shuffled. Meh. Okay, well, I am just going to pass the turn here, and... Am I going to pass the turn here? I think I'm supposed to pass the turn here. I mean, I guess I get wrecked by a Flusterstorm because I don't have my own Flusterstorm. This is Tinker. I'm like giving Flusterstorm vibes. Oh, shit. I was supposed to use Force because they know about Force. I fucked up. Just like autopiloted. I don't need this stock up. They have Veil backup, Force Veil backup, maybe? No. Oh. I can tell you that my Yogwill looks pretty good here. I can tell you that my Yogwill looks great here. Right. That's why I wanted to use Force, because they knew about Force from Gataxian Probe. I feel like that's likely, yeah. Okay, now I crack this, and then I win with Force backup here. Okay, cool. I have Force of Will, Mind Break Trap, Force Pitching. How much mana do I have? Fetch off of this. And I can Merchant for another Force. Okay. I mean, I have like double Force backup here. Force Pitch here. Force Pitch here. I'm not exactly sure what happened in that game. No. I didn't want to crack Bobble before Yogwill because I wanted to make sure Yogwill resolved, basically. Like, I guess they theoretically could have had, like, negation still or something. That's why. I don't need to draw. I don't, like, need the extra card from Bobble, and Bobble was basically free off of Academy. Cost, like, 1 mana, so. But then, like, once I had already resolved Yogwill, resolved Ancestral, had multiple forces, and I can just crack the Bobble, make sure I get all my mana, and I have force from my yard and force from my hand and extra stuff like that, so. It was weird. I don't know exactly what happened in that game to, like, there's no way that it should have been... There's no way it should have been Vamp into Demonic, into Lotus, into Stock Up. That can't be right. Something has to have been wrong there. I don't, like, know what it was, but... without seeing their hand, I can't tell you what it should have been, but like it's theoretically should be something like Vamp Ancestral or Vamp Mana Crypt, so you can cast Stock Up or Tinker. Or like I fully expected for my opponent to have like Veil or Flusterstorm backup, like Force and Veil or Force and Flusterstorm backup for like a Tinker or a Show and Tell or something, but nothing really came of it. So weird spot. Okay, here we go. Round 5 of 6 now. We are 3-1. We need to win 2 more rounds. And we are up against maybe Lurrus Control. That's a great looking hand for Lurrus Control. I'm down. Not great looking hand. It's a good looking hand, I should say. It's an okay hand, you know. I would keep it. We'll come back to it. It was a fun Mana Matrix. That is, like, sometimes the Mana Matrix is not, like, super good because, you know, it's random. But, like, this one I really like. Besides the Born with the Gods part, the Born with the Gods is whatever, but... I don't really want my Emerald to be Spell Pierced. I guess I do want my Emerald to be Spell Pierced. All right, I'm going to go Fetch Land, Emerald, and then the next turn I can go Saga, and then I can have Ancestral with Spell Pierce mana. Excuse me. tap land. So I could go for an Ancestral now, but I'm not going to play into negation. Oh yeah, Bramaz is a sweet card for sure. Bramaz is one of the all timers. No Frogadino. That might mean I'm getting Bowmastered though. Mana Crypt, huh? Hmm. If I'm getting Bowmastered, I'm gonna want to play out this Mana Crypt. I think I might get Bowmastered here, which means I'm gonna cast Ancestral. So no, I didn't get Bowmastered. You think that means they're holding it? I mean, I'm gonna cast Ancestral now. Am I gonna cast Ancestral now? I think so. Like, if they Bowmaster me, I can just force Bowmaster. It's a totally reasonable force target. Oh, they just held it? Like a beast? I mean, I don't need to force this either, but it seems like a good enough use of my force. Like, what am I gonna force in this deck? There's like nothing to force. They have a Wasteland for the Saga? Okay, well, they have a Wasteland for the Saga. This looks like a Lurrus turn. Oh, a Time Walk. It's Time Walk. If I Time Walk, can I still play Lurrus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. I can buy Lurrus, though. It's probably good enough. Play my tap land. PO. I like that. Top. I can't. So, question is Lurrus a good enough bait for a force if they have a force? I feel like you gotta give it the old college try. And if not, I can just pick it up. Oh, okay. Well, I'm casting this on my turn. I don't think I'm gonna wait. Was this wrong? Should I just cast? I mean, I didn't get Bowmastered. See, like this. I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to play around negation or like play into like Bowmaster other counter spells, especially because I played the Lurrus out. Don't know the answer. It's kind of hard choice. Like in theory, PO is really good against negation because you can play it on their turn, but in practice, it's really hard to play on their turn. I shouldn't have forced this Bowmaster. I mean, forcing the Bowmasters was still pretty good. Is this buying Lurrus? Oh, this is cruising. All right. They're up a lot of cards here, but we have a lot of mana. Ponderino. I mean, all my haymakers are still good. Looping objects are good. They shuffled their library off Ponder. I did not mean to hit heads. Brainstorm. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to cast Brainstorm and see if I can't hit something of worth here. Oh, we are in trouble, chat. Oh, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. At least they got rid of the Bowmaster. Yogwill, yeah, it's a good one too. I think we are unfavored in this game now. That is not great. Snap. All right, I mean, at least that's something I can counter. I can technically counter this with a Flusterstorm right now. Is that better? Probably not. Doesn't mean I can't attack with my Lurrus anymore, though. I am so dead in this game, aren't I? I don't know. Was I supposed to play? So like there were a couple choices in this game that were big choices. Should I force Orcish Bowmaster was the first choice. The first choice was when do I cast Ancestral? In which case I definitely got baited by my opponent and they they had Orcish Bowmaster. And then the second choice was, do you force Orcish Bowmaster? And that's like not a straightforward one either. But I think in general, wow. Oh, I made the wrong choice. I needed to Flusterstorm the Ponder, and so I could have Mental Misstep for the push. I don't, and because I brainstormed, I don't have my chain to bounce my Lurrus, which was something I was doing. Okay, I think I played terribly though, so there's that. I feel like this is all my own fault, so that's at least good. Yeah, I mean, playing brainstorm there makes sense though. Like it's my window, you know. It's like my absolute window to go for it. Like they have a Bowmaster, you know. I feel like it made sense. It just didn't work. And now they go Lurrus. I take 10. I'm taking damage from my Mana Crypt. I need to hold the chain, but not really. I guess I could just chain the... I mean, I can chain my Mana Crypt and then chain the Lurrus. I lose my Meticulous Archive. They Seward a Daze. Well, we know our next card is Tundra, so... Because we brainstorm locked ourselves. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I need to preserve my life total. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce this Mana Crypt and then sack this and bounce this Lurrus, which is the most damage. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know. I'm more upset about the Flusterstorm Mental Misstep than I am about the Brainstorm or the PO or the Ancestral. Because if I had... I mean, the Flusterstorm, yeah, it can hit more cards, right? But, like, it's going to be dead so fast that it's definitely better for me to just use the Flusterstorm when it was live and hold the Mental Misstep, right? That was just a bad... I think that is the play that I'm the most upset about. I feel like the other things were, like, reasonable enough. Like, there were pros and cons. I don't know. Maybe I also just like should not have cast Ancestral at all because my opponent was super representing Bowmaster, but that's like kind of silly. I'm just dead though, right? Yeah, I'm just dead. I feel like this game was badly played by me, though. I feel like I could win this game. I feel like I had to be more patient, and I just went too fast. I just, like, play more patiently. I'm gonna be so far ahead, right? I like all my cards. That's good. Force down. I mean, I could have hit, like, stock up off of my Brainstorm, right? Like... Did I know they had push in their deck? I mean, it's game 1 against Blue-Black Lurrus. Yeah, there's going to be pushes or swords. Like, there's always going to be hits, but, like... If they had push, and I, like they had snap push, right? So they can kill my Lurrus no matter what, if they wanted to. Maybe not. Maybe they pondered into it, I guess. That could theoretically be true. I don't know. I just think it was wrong because the Fluster was going to be dead is the big reason. Like the Fluster Storm, they just had too much mana, right? So if I use the Fluster Storm there, at least I can get value off of it. I really thought my opponent was going to end step a Bowmaster. The fact that they held the Bowmaster and then did it on their turn was surprising to me. But because they didn't actually have any 1-mana counter magic, right? Like we saw their whole hand. So the fact that they just like didn't cast the Bowmaster was interesting. I thought for sure they would cast the Bowmaster if they had it there. So. All right. Try again. Maybe a little bit more patience this time. Sure. We're cooking. Really? Really, opponent? Really? All right, maybe we know why opponent waited on the Bowmaster. That is, I mean, it's a good negation target. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad negation target. It's not a bad negation target, so nothing is conclusive. I mean, I have to cast Lotus before I cast Bobble anyways, so it's like it is what it is. All right, well, I do need to hit like a land. I drew a lot of cards to get to this point in life. I don't really like playing these out. All right, well, I guess that's the way our tournament ends. Clearly not the best ever. I mean, I'm getting my ass kicked. I mean, I'm always keeping my hand, right? It looks like if they've been this jet, it means they have a null run, which is one of the reasons I didn't want to play this Mana Crypt out. But if they have a null rod, oh, they don't have a null rod. I mean, like if they had a null rod, like it's even less likely you're supposed to negate my Lotus. I see. Well, I can get it back later with Lurrus, theoretically, but... So maybe they negated because they had... Wait, they chose not to play Frog this turn and played Bowmaster instead? Huh? I'm so confused by, like, all of the plays that are happening here. And they had time... Like, what? I don't know. They clearly had multiple blue cards. I don't know. The fact that my Lotus got negated makes me just hate this game. What am I supposed to do, man? How do they have the soul read that negating a Lotus is good? Sure. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. What a joke. It's fine. It's the game is over. It doesn't matter. How many cards deep? 12. Sure. See, this is the point where I would draw like Mishra's Bauble if I was my opponent. I mean, this entire game was lost when my opponent had the soul read to negate my Lotus, right? Should I have led with like Mox Mox? I think that makes them more likely to negate my Lotus. What? Okay. You can't pick better cards if I vamp them. Okay, we just weren't winning the game. It's fine. I don't know. Like, I feel like game one, you could reasonably draw up to like maybe I could have played in different ways to win. And I think that's very reasonable. This game, like, I'm always keeping my hand and I'm always playing it, and I guess I'm just always losing, right? Like, is that just how it is? Like, like I'm not mulliganing this hand ever, right? I mean, I could lead Mox Mox. I don't really think that helps because like it makes the negation like it makes the negation better because of Lurrus. If you lead Mox Mox and then you play Lotus, then they know that you can go buy Lurrus, play Lurrus, so they're gonna like negate the Lotus more frequently. So I feel like my sequencing is correct. I play my Lotus first. I just like got negated and lost. But like the thing is, like, even if I get negated, this isn't even that bad for me, right? No, wrong. If they don't negate the Lotus, I play Vexing Bauble, and then I go Merchant Scroll Ancestral. They have to negate the Lotus. I mean, they might have had Force Negation and Force of Will, so maybe they would have forced the Bauble and then forced the Ancestral. That could have happened, true. But I mean, it's a lot better for me that they forcing my Bauble. I guess I still am going to lose the game if my opponent forces my Bauble and forces my Ancestral. But I guess I'm not because I'm going to shuffle my. It depends on if they let the Ancestral resolve or not, or if the scroll resolve or not. But like, the nice part here is like if you negate this Lotus, I still have 2 draw or artifacts. So like, yeah, I mean it's bad if my Lotus gets negated, but I still get to play this. They get to play no zeros. I go to my turn and I still have like a draw for turn and 2 draws. It just like so happens that all of my draws for the whole game were never going to be lands. And I even like lucked into a Natty Volkey if they had a second force, you know. Oh, I guess I would have won with Natty Volkey if they had forced my Bauble and forced my Ancestral, right? Well, I guess it wouldn't have because of the shuffle, but like, I don't know. I don't see myself ever mulliganing this hand, and I think I've sequenced in the way that is less likely to get my Lotus countered. So that's just it. This game, though, I feel like I could have played better, right? I just need to be more patient. I just was surprised that my opponent didn't play. I guess I'm kind of telegraphing that I have something because I'm not buying Lurrus here. But like, just beating Flusterstorm and Spell Pierce are like a good enough reason. And like, I'm not trying to play Lurrus here with no Cycler anyways. But I don't have to go in on this. But it doesn't really get better for me though, does it? Like, I resolved an Ancestral, I countered a Bowmaster, and then I drew land Chain. God, I mean, maybe I should be baiting Wastelands. Like maybe I'm supposed to be baiting Wasteland. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be baiting Wastelands. I could be baiting Wastelands though. But like even then, like this doesn't even put me at a bad spot, really. Like I have Lurrus, I have Time Walk, I have the ability to look at my top card and see if it's good. It was a PO. So then it's like play Lurrus. I guess I'm just supposed to cast this PO on their turn. on their upkeep. Because I'm picking up Lurrus anyways, right? So it doesn't actually matter if they have a Bowmaster or not. So this is just, though, I just threw the game, basically. I threw the game for no reason. Well, I mean, I had a reason. It was because I wanted to try to win. But, like, there's no reason for me to play this on my turn. I should just play it on their upkeep. If they have a Bowmaster, it doesn't even kill the Lurrus because I'm picking up the Lurrus. So they play a Bowmaster. They get a 5/5 and deal me 5 down to 13. I still have a Chain of Vapor, though. And then I draw 5. I mean, I might still not win if I draw 5 from this spot, to be fair. Because my 5 were really bad. That's kind of funny. I actually still might lose because the 5 were not very good, but... Yeah, I mean, I think game 1 I played badly and lost because of it. I think game 2 I did the right things and I just lost because that was how the cards lined up. So, poorly. I mean, it's going fine. I just haven't played great. Ooh. A piece of candy. Mono white initiative. We risk it for the biscuit, chat. We just assume they're on mono white initiative and just jam this ancestral recall right down on our turn. Biscuit. I mean, they didn't reveal like a Lurrus companion. It's like not correct for me to do this, but I want to. I'm doing it. I'm 3-2. I'm allowed. Got him. I would rather get a black source. Stock up. I like it. I'm in. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely incorrect play in the blind, but I wasn't really blind because I've seen what decks this person plays. All right, definitely a PO, and then I'll probably just take a Merchant Scroll as well. Another PO. I feel like I don't need 2 forces, and I never want to pitch this PO anyways. I guess I'll probably pitch the force though. So maybe I was... I don't know. A second PO seems like way more useful. So now this can be Caverned Out Archon, which is quite bad for me. But Merchant Scroll can get a chain. So I think what I'll do is I'll counter this Ruby and try to stay away from Caverned Out Archon. Oh, Jesus! It's not mono white. I just didn't get punished for my terrible play. But forcing this Ruby is pretty bad still. All right. In that case, I don't think I'm allowed to cast PO right here because I get flusterstormed. Wow. I should not have done any of the things that I did, and I did not get punished. I just forced a Ruby, though. That is not good. Am I going to lose? Like, I guess I can't get Doomsdayed. What am I getting? I'm getting Beseeched. Beseech would be pretty bad for me here. Wow. I might lose this game because of how badly I played. All right. Well, if you're going to tap out, I'm going to cast PO for 4. And then I'm going to fluster your stock up. All right. I no longer think I'm going to lose the match of Magic. But I do think I played horribly. I just thought they'd be on mono white. It just looked right. I guess this can be another black source. That's funny. Oh, thanks. Cheers, chat. All right, we can look at their hand, see what they're working with. They might concede to that. Stock up Beseech Tolarian Chain. Okay, well, that hand is not very good. Oh, why didn't I vamp on my upkeep? I am playing loose. Snap. PO. Concede. I guess I probably wouldn't vamp because I have snap, PO, concede, so. Oh, wait, did I draw snap for turn? We've hit the point in the stream where I can no longer top 8 and I just lose all focus.
Just do funny things.
Funny things?
Yeah.
I don't know, chat. Do I do funny things?
Little content.
Oh, yeah. That's Jin.
And some other stuff.
And some other stuff.
It's okay?
It's good, yeah.
Oh, a lot of juice in it.
You put a lot of grenadine in it.
Red stuff.
Did you put Sprite in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not very fizzy.
No, it was the last Sprite from the last batch. That stuff shouldn't decarbonate though, right?
No, it should not decarbonate. It is a can. And also wasn't that old. Island traps thing. I'm so lost. Seal looks pretty good. Portable hole I don't like here. Balance I don't like here. Bobble I do like. Vamp? Not a huge vamp. Oh, but chain is pretty bad. Alright, let's do that. What I do need to do after this is build a deck for tomorrow.
Oh,
I gotta sleeve and unsleeve.
paper magic.
It is noon tomorrow. So I probably don't have to leave here till like 11. That's a cat.
You know the Simpsons meme where he's vanishing into the hedges?
Oh. Another ancestral. Why am I drawing all my ancestrals now? I kind of needed them before I was dead for top 8. Actually, I've drawn a lot of ancestrals today. I feel like I've drawn an absurdly high number of ancestrals today. I can't really say that we ran cold today. I would say I would probably put us on a scale of 1 to 10 on how well we've drawn, like especially opening hands. I feel like it was like a 6. What do you think, chat? Because there were definitely moments where we had to like mull 7s and got no mana 6s, but there weren't that many of those. And we had a lot of opening ancestrals. I feel like it was a pretty slightly above average variance day. Uh-oh. You got it. What do you got? What's the plan? Nothing? You're playing around it? What a beast. Too good. I would never play around Mindbreak Trap. What does that card even do? I feel like, I don't know, like, in general, there's more Flusterstorms than Pyroblast, right? Or sorry, that does not make any sense. In general, there's more Flusterstorms than Mindbreak Traps, right? So shouldn't you want to jam into possible Mindbreak Trap? Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna try to find a force. I guess I have a Ambush Viper. Mental misstep. I guess if your card doesn't get hit by Flusterstorm, then by all means, jam into Mindbreak Trap. Damn. All right. No, that's a good play then, right? I don't think this Snapcaster Mage is beating a Lattice here if they have a Lattice. I could vamp for a chain. Oh, wait, I cut the chain. God damn it. I guess I could just vamp for a force. Probably makes the most sense. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. And then I can play this out, use my mana. Then if they go for Lattice, it's okay. We force it. And we still have Snap Ancestral coming. This game is not over. This game is not over. Wonder when they're gonna supposed to kill this crypt off. Probably not until it's like close to killing them. Ancestral Recall. So if I force this and they have Lattice, I can't even trap anyways. All right, I guess. Does Beseech play Lattice? Am I just like worried about nothing? No, they have a Lattice. Okay. Well, at least I played correctly then. Now, if they have Force Backup, I have Mindbreak Trap. Should I play around them having Force Backup, though? I don't want to Mindbreak Trap the Lattice because they can get it back. So I will force this Lattice, pitching my Snapcaster, and if they have Force Backup for my Force, I will trap only their Force. This is actually extremely important. Don't trap the Lattice. Only trap the Force and let the Force counter the Lattice. No, you just don't have to make that play. You don't have to target it. All right, what do you got in your hand after this Ancestral? Soul Ring, Sensei's Top, Dark Ritual. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, I did not need to play that. Woo, Justin. Well, maybe if they plus on that, it's actually good for me instead of getting like a ring or whatever. Yeah. I think we're still dead. The Ancestral top deck was not good for me. Classic. My appointment has been confirmed. Haircut and cancer check. And okay, well, they did not take the bait, and they are going to go for the ring, it looks like. Well, they can kill this Mana Crypt off at any time, though I guess and they have the mana to pay for the Mana Vault, so they did go for the ring. All right, well, I do have a cat, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not going to draw a card? I can draw a card later. I still think we're dead, but... Ooh. I guess I can... I can play this so it resolves. It doesn't really matter. I don't know if that actually helps me. But I got a cat. They're at 9. They have a fetch. They have a ring. They have a crypt. They have a vault. There's a lot of damage happening. I'm not losing hope. The thing is, I didn't have hope to start with. All hope was lost after last round when we got knocked out of top 8 contention. So, like, at this point, we're playing with free money. Also, they're at 4 life, and I have a cat. They're at 3 life. Hold. Wait, they can block, though. They can stand up a Soul Ring and block. I mean, at any point in this game, my opponent could have plussed and killed off their Mana Crypt. They chose not to do that. They just hit Beseech. There's no justice. 0. We're dead, by the way. Oh, wait. Vexing Bauble. Are we not dead? No, we're still dead. They just cast the Yogg-Will, and then they Dark Ritual, Beseech for the tendrils, and they cast the tendrils. Why are you baiting me like that? Not me. Got fucking baited. I'm still deterministically dead. Right? 4, 5. Ooh! Spin! Spin! I mean, at any point, again, they could stay. Are we just like... I feel like we're going to win so many matches today that we just did not deserve to win. Like, the Doomsday matchup where my Doomsday opponent killed themselves twice. This matchup where my opponent did not read Vexing Bauble. I mean, that's probably not true.
You won against Doomsday because they just tanked.
No, they had 2 life and they cycled a Street Wraith 0 life. And then they resolved the Doomsday, which puts 5 cards, and they cast Demonic Consultation, which exiles 6 cards. And then exiled all their cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what happened there. I mean, I know what happened. They were playing 2 other events at the same time. Yeah. And they were winning the other 2, so they didn't care about the Doomsday one. Chat, what happened? What is going on? Tormod's Crypt. Nope. Wait, are they natural tendrils me? No! Did they come up with natural tendrils by getting a Tormod's Crypt? Okay, well, that was okay. We applaud this one. Oh, I could have cycled my Bauble because the Karn was gone. Did I have a Flusterstorm? Please do not have a Flusterstorm on top of my library, chat. Okay, we're safe. Oh my god. So I was F6, obviously. But in response to my opponent is searching with the Tormod's Crypt, I have Force of Will mana. I guess Force of Will mana doesn't really do anything. I mean, it does. I could counter one of the tendrils and live. I guess I couldn't counter because I had to sacrifice Bauble. So never mind. It was just Flusterstorm. And there weren't any Flusterstorms, I guess, that could have drawn PO. Ooh. Okay, well, no, but that would be bad because that would up the storm count. So I'd have to wait until the tendrils goes on the stack and then sack the Bauble. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go to game 3. Exciting. I'm not bringing in Chain, by the way, just for one stupid Karn. Though I guess Seal. Oh, another Ancestral. What? So many Ancestrals. Am I wrong? Like, have we not? Maybe we're at 7 now on the variance scale. Maybe we're at 7. Yeah, I mean, I should have cracked. I mean, I was F6, but I should have cracked my Bauble to try to draw a counterspell. Agreed. I was not caring, clearly. I'm a cast Ancestral. All right, I'm upping our variance to a 7 out of 10 today. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That is a lot of mana. That is some amount of interaction. 7-card Beseech hand, though, on the draw. Soul Ring. Yo, if I get Dark Ritual, I'll be so pissed, but I feel like this is correct. If I get Dark Ritual, I'm gonna be pissed, but I feel like I'm supposed to mental miss up the Soul Ring, you know? It just seems like it's correct. Okay. What do they take, chat? What do you take, chat? You take Lotus? Constrict me on mana? It's actually pretty good, yeah. Mox. Or Force. Yeah, I'll take that. Take PO? Interesting. I don't mind the Lotus. It clearly buys a full turn, you know? Like, taking Lotus means I don't get to stock up. I don't get to do nothing. I don't mind it. Like, yeah, if I draw a Mox, I probably PO and win, right? But I feel like Lotus makes sense. Mox. Duke up? Are we going up? They don't know about this Flusterstorm. Maybe they do. Lorien revealed. I will get Tundra. Do they have like a Hull Breacher? There's like one Hull Breacher in that deck, right? There's no force in this. I guess we're just taking stock up. This kind of sucks. I guess it's just stock up, stock up. Because I can't hold open 2 Flusters anyways. Oh, Fluster? Okay, that's okay. I accept. I got more where that came from. Stock up, finding 2 stock ups. Is this card balanced, chat? I don't think it is. But I also don't want it to be restricted, so. It doesn't feel bad. It's a 3-mana sorcery. You can Spell Pierce, Pyro, Fluster. But it is really strong. Also, the playing around Fluster. Also, the best deck isn't even a stock up deck, so. And Academy? Oh, no, no, no. I still think they might have a freaking Hold Reacher. I'm trying to find a Time Vault here. We haven't shuffled, right? Ugh. Ugh. None of these are Force of Will. I guess I could. How much mana do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't even Merchant for Force and play PO. I can snap a stock up. Bro, come on, man. How am I losing this game? I was so far ahead. But I'm losing. I'm behind right now. I need to play controlling. What if I get Karned? I guess. Snap, Ancestral, Fluster. Second Fluster, second Negation, Hardcast Negation. I mean, I cast Ancestral in this game. And I was the one who was ahead, but I got scared. I got scared of Hold Breacher. I thought I could play around it and like just keep casting stock ups, which I felt like that was the right play. Like, why open yourself up to a random weird way you could lose when you are so far ahead? So I have considerations, chat. I'm thinking snap, and then I'm thinking either Fluster or Negation. Double Fluster, not bad, but doesn't fully cover me. Negation, a little weak. If I take Snap, I can still Snap Ancestral in response to a Hull Breacher. I'm going to Snap Negation. I think Snap Negation is my plan here, and I'm going to pass. I still think we are in an okay spot. However, I no longer feel like we are very far ahead, which is dumb because we've cast 3 stock ups in this game and resolved an Ancestral. I still think mental misstepping that card was good. Manifold Key resolves. Like, this is why I didn't take second Fluster. What if they play Volt Key here? Again, I don't think I'm supposed to play into Hold Breacher, right? Like, I could just cast PO here. I just don't think it's correct. Just slow and steady. I'm exercising my patience, which we all know I'm not good at. I'm trying to play clean Magic. We just sit here with our handful of counters, and we make our constructs, and we chill. We definitely had to take negation, not fucking Fluster, by the way. Fuck. That's so good. I guess we have to negate it. So I guess what we should do is we should make... Should we make our construct first? It's not even good. It's not even good. I think we just pitch cast a PO. Because I want to be able to snap it. Maybe. Man, Yogg-Will is an insane Magic card at this point in the game. What is this? 5 mana? 3 mana? Sounds like Flusterstorm. No. We hold. Let's see. What do they have? I mean, I think we hold. Hold the line. All right, line is being held. Is Vexing Bauble good here? I think it is, right? Or is Lantern... Well, they already used their Yogg-Will, right? So if they hadn't used their Yogg-Will, I actually think Lantern is the play. But because they used their Yogg-Will, we don't need Lantern anymore. So I'm thinking Vexing Bauble. I'm going to go with the Vexing Bauble. And then I do think I'm going to play out this Mana Vault. And I got a bajillion mana and Snap and Negation and Fluster and PO, and I'm in. Weird game. Cool game. Actually, pretty cool game, all things considered, yeah? I feel like most people would have jammed PO, and most people probably would just win because my opponent doesn't have a Hole Breacher, but I actually think casting PO into the possibility of a Hole Breacher is just throwing away a one game, you know? So kind of a important high-level play, in my opinion. Even if it like makes me maybe I lose, you know, I lose some games that a bad player would win. Sink into Stupor on my Vexing Bauble. Do we want to crack is my question. I think the answer is no, because it costs blue mana to crack. So I'm going to allow it. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. At this point, I don't think they have a Hold Breacher. But that's not the point. I mean, that is part of the point. 7? 8? What does that mean? Is that a Citadel? Oh, it's a Beseech. Your Beseech resolves. Now what? Tinka? Because I have Snap Negation for a Time Vault with a Flusterstorm backup. So I think I'm covered. So if we go into I mean, I'm going to win a Fluster Form, but if we go into a Fluster War, it is precarious. Just Moto UI wise. All right, what they went for the Time Vault. So I am going to make as much mana as possible here. I guess I don't need to use that right now, huh? Snap. Negation. I feel like they should not have bounced my Bobble. Do they need to do that? I feel like if they didn't need to do that, right? Negation backup. Storm is 6. Should we PO? For fun? So they didn't have a Hull Breacher. I could have won the game at any point when I cast my POs, but maybe they would have negated it. I don't know. I feel like I like the way I play the game. I feel like that was like I feel like that was a nice, correct, like not opening myself up to ways to lose where I can't really lose because of the amount of cards I have. I don't know. You tell me, chat. Leave it in the YouTube comments if you think that was too patient. But I don't know, nice little game. All right, 4-2. We are super dead though, right? Yup. Our tiebreakers are garbage. Okay. So chat, talk to me. What do you think about this deck? I'm hydrating. You can tell. GG's earlier. Legacy Club, by the way. GG's. Do we think this deck is good? You like Balance? I thought Balance was kind of bad. Do we think the White Splash is even good? Like the Swords was imperative for beating Mono White Initiative, and Containment Priest was good against Oath. But is this deck list good? I think we want Thunder Trap Trainers. I kind of agree, but I don't want to play 4. Is 2 still good though? Wait, so this was the Hank list. This was the Hank list that we were talking about. It's almost the same, except he plays a little less versatile. But I mean, is this Red Splash better than the White Splash? I mean, Pyroblast is pretty freaking good. This is basically the exact same deck. It's just a white splash, a red splash, which makes it harder to cast Lurrus, but you're not a very good Lurrus deck anyways. I also don't own a Thundering Falls. That's not a good reason to not play this in an infinite proxy event. I don't think the red splash is better. And I'll give you my reason why. Because I don't think you need... Well, I mean, it makes you better in the mirror, sure. But I don't feel like... I feel like what the decks you want to be better against are the nonsense. I feel like that you want to be better against Mono White Initiative. You want to be better against Dredge. You want to be better against Oath. And I think White does that better. And second point, White or Black Splash all cast Lurrus. Red Splash does not cast Lurrus. However, if you are to play a bunch of blue mirrors, especially blue combo mirrors, then yeah, Pyroblast is going to be sick, right? But I think you can just play Flusterstorms and Disputes and stuff, and you'll be fine in combo mirrors. So I'm kind of still leaning towards the White Splash. I think it's more my style. The question is, I think we want the Thunder Trap Trainers back. Thunder Trap. I also ordered 2 foil ones. That's not a good reason, again, but... Thunder Trap. And I'm thinking, I kind of hate this Soul Guide Lantern main. I kind of hate this Balance, and I kind of hate the Soul Guide Lantern. I don't know what... I mean, it's good against like the Sean deck. I don't know if Sean's around anymore, but the Sean deck, like I think the Lantern is great for the Sean matchup. But I feel like Portable Hole, Dress Down are more versatile than Balanced Lantern. But I do want the Lantern, so I'll put the Lantern on the side. I'm gonna just cut the balance. And then I'm thinking, yeah, I just don't think balance is good enough. I mean, we had one good balance game today, but like for the most part, balance is just a crazy awkward card, right? And balance gets a lot worse when you start adding Thunder Trap trainers and stuff. I do want the Lantern in my 75. Don't get me wrong. The Lantern is staying in the 75. I do think I still like 2 Lorians over a Lorian Sink into Stupor split. I still think I like that, and I think Chain deserves its spot. And I do think the Portable Hole in the main is still good. So I'm going to leave the Portable Hole in the main. So the question is, what is my worst sideboard card? Against an open field. In the sideboard or in the main? I just cut a bunch of silver bullets in the main, which is, I think, important. I think my strategy of silver bullets in the main is conceptually not terrible, but it feels like it's not working into the metagame as it stands. So I'm going to try to pull back from the silver bullets a little bit and play track. I don't think Bobble counts as a silver bullet. I think you need to have a certain amount of ways to make Lurrus good. And so like Bobble, Dress Down, Chain, not Chain, Bobble, Dress Down, and Bobble. I think you need a certain number of those kind of effects for Lurrus. And I guess Trainer technically is a Lurrus card in certain matchups. So this is definitely not this is still more silver bullets than an Unlucky Monkey PO, but it's less silver bullets than I typically like to play. Right? But I think this is where I'm gonna stop. But I do need to figure out which card to cut. I don't want to cut the Flusterstorm because I think I need extra cards for the blue matchups. I definitely don't want to cut any of my anti-graveyard because I think we're already super light on anti-graveyard. So it really comes down to maybe one of the anti-artifact cards because I don't think you want to go below 4 swords. I like how 4 swords solidifies you against Bug. I like swords more than I like force against Lurrus, tempo, frog stuff. It could theoretically be trap. No, I guess I am losing my white sources in the main. I just think Sync has been kind of bad for me, not me. Well, I'm not cutting Chain. I actually think Chain is really good. I've been very happy with Chain. Like, if you wanted to play Lorien over a Sync over a Lorien, that's what I had before. And it was good with Thunder Trap. So maybe we just move back towards it because we're no longer so dedicated on white anymore. So maybe we can go back to Sync. I mean, this is basically the exact same list that I had before, right? Except I have a Portable Hole in the main. It's almost exactly the same list. It might be the same exact list. It's kind of funny how that works. Like, I just go back to the same shit that I've been trying to play the whole time. It's pretty funny. Yeah. I don't know. Like, Sync is just like not been as good for me as I'd hoped it would be, but I do still think Sync conceptually has merits. So it's just which I don't think it's like if I had the Portable Hole and said it was a swords, but then I think Chain is better. And I really like Seal. So I don't want to cut Seal. I'm gonna cut the Mind Ray Trap. Ooh, but that's like pretty low against full combo. Because I'm not playing my negation in the main anymore. And I think I like that. I actually think that's good. So is it Sabotage? Or is that going too light on anti-artifact? Oh, is it going too light on anti-artifact? I mean, the thing that sticks out to me is the swords. Like, I feel like maybe there's a world where 4 swords is too many swords. but I really just don't like losing to mono white. I don't know. I guess it's just more of a metagame consideration, but I feel like it's an open field tomorrow. Like, it could be anything. It's full proxy. It's whatever people want to play, you know? And I feel like that lends to sabotages and traps being good. And maybe it takes away from swords being good. But online, I would never couple four swords because there's so much mono white initiative right now. Okay, maybe I've convinced myself that I will cut a swords for tomorrow, and then I'll bring the swords back if we play online. Okay, that's going to be the end of the video. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Those are the 2 free ways you can support the channel. More vintage content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.